New details on the potential for snow in portions of Europe next week are emerging as the long-awaited cold wave comes into view. This strengthening low-pressure system in the Norwegian Sea is going to act as the gateway for the eventual south and eastward progression of this colder air, accompanied by heavy snowfall in Iceland, the Nordic countries, and even down to Scotland in the short term. You can see weather alerts covering much of Iceland due to the snow and strong winds expected through Saturday, with an orange warning covering areas further east, which is where the worst conditions can be expected. For those of you in the Nordic and Baltic countries, expect worsening conditions over the weekend, mainly in the form of strong winds further south, including the Baltic countries and southern Sweden, with heavy snow possible in the mountains and also lower elevations of northern Finland and Sweden. For Norway in particular, flooding is possible in the lower elevations due to heavy rainfall and snowmelt. The UK Met Office has also gone ahead and issued some winter weather alerts, and the yellow warning for portions of Scotland and the Northern Isles covers the increasing chance of snow and sleet as temperatures drop more rapidly on Sunday into Monday, with the other yellow warning from southern Scotland to northern England covering the potential for accumulating snow mainly in the higher ground between Monday and Tuesday, with lingering uncertainty on how much snow could reach the lower elevations. And one last thing before moving on, the Irish Weather Service issued an advisory about the transition to colder weather by Monday, warning of possible wintry hazards for some. Focusing a little further south, roughly between France and western Russia, a slight increase in wind can be expected as this initial cold front moves in from the north. Any precipitation coming in with this front will likely fall as rain, but I can't rule out some sleet or snow mixing in, especially around Germany and areas to the east, especially by Sunday as temperatures continue dropping. In addition, we still have two cutoff lows lurking in southern Europe. One is off the coast of Portugal with an impressive spiral of thunderstorms, quite an intense line of them moving over the border with Spain, by the way, while the other cutoff low works its way through the Ionian Sea with scattered storms persisting through Saturday across Greece, maybe even some snowfall in the higher terrain of Albania, North Macedonia, and Greece tonight, before moving on and affecting Turkey, Cyprus, Syria, Lebanon, Israel, and Georgia through Tuesday, November 19th. The system affecting Portugal will continue spinning around in that same general area through the weekend, so the risk of flooding and hail is going to remain elevated, especially in the southern portion of the country. Right around Sunday, it's going to drift further south and west, so in addition to some lingering showers and storms around mainland Portugal, Madeira and even the Canary Islands are going to receive some impacts from this system into next week. I'll definitely keep an eye on this as long as it remains intact, but let's head back over to northwestern Europe on Monday, November 18th, where the first potentially significant snowstorm will begin. Not only will this likely bring some snow to parts of the UK and maybe even Ireland, but this system is going to be the one to really pull that colder air down across the rest of the UK and Ireland, and as it crosses from the UK into mainland Europe, it could rapidly deepen, bringing strong to potentially damaging winds and heavy rainfall on the southern end and heavy snow on the northern end. Very cold air is going to continue spilling in after this point, so bouts of heavy rainfall, ice pellets, and maybe even snow could affect exposed coastal areas in Ireland and the UK, with another chance of snow or a wintry mix around eastern France and Germany around midweek. Here's another detail worth pointing out. Look at all that heavy rain developing across Italy and the Adriatic Sea as that cold air filters through. That could be our next flood risk, in addition to a switch over to snow on the back end of that cold front in some of the Balkan countries. And just as we seemingly reach a climax in the action, here comes the second storm on a more southern track, this time diving right into France with heavy rain and strong winds, possibly switching over to snow further inland. This will then slide across the Alps in southern Germany, maybe even reaching the Balkans and Central Europe soon after with another round of snow. I'm going to stop the animation right here since I don't want to get too carried away with whatever the models show next, because we already have quite a bit of uncertainty to work through just within the next 5 to 7 days. I'll save the possible snowfall accumulation maps for the next video, so for now I think that's going to be all. So let's wrap this up with our featured photo. This picture was submitted by one of our new members on the Discord server of some snow that fell and accumulated in Sofia, Bulgaria a few days ago. There's a good chance that a lot more of you are going to have similar pictures very soon, so I once again invite all who can to join my Discord server where you can submit your weather-related picture or just to simply share your pictures and videos with others. Thank you all for watching as always, and I'll see you on the next forecast.